Welcome to Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Join hosts Dan Melnick and Qasim Masood as they explore big ideas, limitless possibilities, and engage with visionaries, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders who dare to dream big, get inspired, motivated, and find practical tips for personal growth. Think big, dream bigger, and ignite your potential.
Welcome to the Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Today, our guest is Natalie. Natalie, how are you today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So let us know where you live and what you do.
So I'm in Canada. I'm in a small town. It's Brantford, just outside Toronto. And I actually have two businesses. So I have a product-based business and I have a service-based business. My service-based business is that I do nutritional counseling for men and women all over the world. And I pretty much take whatever health issue that they're working on, whether they are working on insulin sensitivity, hormone problems, gut health, they want to lose fat, put on muscle. They come to me. I do consultations with them. I identify their nutrient deficiencies, their hormonal imbalances, and then I create for them a personalized plan to get them to their goals. And I've been doing that for the last decade. And then my other business is Born Naturals. It's my product-based business. And I started Born Naturals about 2 years ago. And that is where I curate and sell personal care products. So these personal care products range from hair care products and skin care products. They're all made with natural ingredients. There's no sulfates, parabens, phthalates. So it's really a way to bring beauty to the world, making sure that we're taking care of everyone's health.
Awesome. So if we talk about your skincare products, what was the inspiration behind it?
So Born Naturals, when I started that, first of all, I was born with ringlets. I have super curly hair. It's straightened for today. But when I started embracing my curly hair, because I really didn't like my curly hair growing up, no one really had curly hair. I was kind of like the odd one out. So when I turned around 30, I realized that I wanted to start to learn to embrace my curls. So I started looking on the market for products that would be great for my hair. And I was very disappointed that everything that I found that worked really well had ingredients that I was not comfortable putting on my body. And then when I found that had really great ingredients that were natural, they didn't give me the results that I wanted. So I started working with a group of cosmetic chemists and formulators in Toronto. And I was like, I want to change this. I want to make sure that people don't have to sacrifice their health for beauty and that they can get really great products that are not damaging to their health. So 2 years behind the scenes of working with these cosmetic chemists. And that's when I was able to launch Born Naturals.
Awesome. So what makes your brand unique in this crowded market of skincare?
Yeah, it's a very saturated market. So if anyone out there listening knows the hair care and skincare world, there's a new brand coming on the market, what seems like every other day. What makes Born Naturals very unique is the fact that we use 100% original custom formula. So not a lot of people know this unless you're in the industry, but there's, some black label products where you can go to the store and pick up a product, whether it be a supplement or a skincare, a shampoo, a protein powder, you name it. And it's actually not original. All they did was they went to a company, bought it, and slapped their label on it. And then the next day, another company, they bought it and they slapped their label on it. So you might be in the store deciding, do I want this one or do I want this one? They're the same product. They're literally from the same product. So I did not want that. I wanted people to try my brand and to say, oh my gosh, I've never got these results before. Like I've never experienced it. Only way that that was going to be possible is if I created something that had never been done before. So that's where 2 years behind the scenes and working with these chemists, I said, I want to make sure that everything we do is original. And that took a lot of time, but I'm so glad that we did it because the number one review that I get is I've never felt my hair this soft and clean. And what they mean by that is that most of the time, we Born Naturals, we're able to extend your wash day by 1 to 3 days. So that means if you usually wash your hair on Monday and then have to wash it again on Wednesday, we're able to actually give you such a thorough cleanse and give you that nice shine that you don't have to wash your hair until possibly the Thursday or Friday. So we use very concentrated ingredients, which is why it is a high-end product. And that's because we did not cut any corners. We wanted to make sure that everything we are using, from the marshmallow root extract to the chamomile extract, they are 100% pure and they are doing exactly what we intended them to do.
That's awesome. So, what specific skin concerns do your product target other than the hairs?
Sorry, what was the question?
So, other than the hairs, what specific concerns your product is targeting?
Oh, the concerns. So it depends on the product because Born Naturals started with four products: shampoo,
Mm-hmm.
conditioner, and a styling gel. And then 2 years later, right now, I actually have over 20 products. So they all bring something different to the mix. But
Mm-hmm.
the problems that they are solving, we have a lot of customers that have psoriasis or eczema, and which means that they need something that is thorough but very gentle on their skin, that is non-irritating. We do a great job in that. We have many customers that say, this is the only thing that I found that is not irritating my eczema and psoriasis, and that's a huge win for them and for Born. We are friendly on all hair types, and we do use some of our products. They have peppermint and peppermint, rosemary, and coffee bean, and that's a very interesting mix because we wanted something that was actually able to help stimulate on the follicle level hair growth. So coffee bean is actually very stimulating, and it promotes circulation, and the more circulation you can get to your hair follicle, the better chance that you can have more growth, because with circulation comes blood flow, and with blood flow comes nutrients. So we're always trying to do things that bring nutrients to the scalp and then help the body on a cellular level.
Awesome. So, what are your long-term goals in this regard, regarding your shampoo and conditioners?
Yeah, honestly, we started out as e-commerce, and I'm very happy being direct to consumer. It's just me. I'm a team of one. I always say we, but it's actually just myself. I pick and pack all the orders from my house. I have a warehouse here in my basement, and then I have an off-site warehouse in Mississauga, which is just another city not too far away. And I do all of the packing. I really enjoy it that way. It makes me feel very involved. Every review that comes in or email, it's me communicating. So I love building the community as me being the owner, founder, and also the person that's actually replying to all of the Instagram messages and everything with that. Now, my long-term goals, I always want to be an integral part of the company, meaning very hands-on. But that being said, I'm also looking to get into retail. I'm in a couple of retail stores right now, which is it's such an experience. It really is fun. But I'm hoping that within the next year or two, I'm able to knock on some bigger doors and allow people to experience Born Naturals no matter where they shop.
And how you are selling online? Like, do you have your own channels, YouTube channels, or you are doing some marketing on the social media, Insta, Meta? So, how you are
I
managing
am.
this marketing set?
Yeah, so the marketing part of it has been interesting. I have just my regular Shopify store, and on Instagram, I'm most active on Instagram. I'm really not good on TikTok. If anyone's watching this and is a TikTok person, like send me a message, help on that. But I've been on Instagram for my other business for over 10 years, and I have a really good following. I have about 13,000 followers, which isn't a lot, but all of my followers, we're very involved with each other, and it's more of on a micro level. And so I got very comfortable talking, interacting, and kind of learning how to sell my services without actually trying to sell my services, really just offering my authentic self and my authentic knowledge when it comes to the service-based business of nutrition and fitness and everything to do with that. Now, I took those same principles and I started applying it to Born Naturals. So on my Born Naturals page, I make sure that I show the beauty side of things, but then I also make sure that I am able to talk about the more nerdy part of hair care and let people know what's behind the ingredients, why they should care, why you should care about what you're putting on your skin. So I do a lot through Instagram, and I do also do meta ads. So meta ads is for me something I don't think I will ever understand. I make all of my own creative and I send that creative to someone else and say, you push the buttons. I don't know what to do with it. And it's been working really well. I know that some people and some other brand owners are like, oh, you shouldn't be doing meta ads this early. It's a really big waste of money. But here's the thing. When you have a product that you have a lot of confidence in, and I know that I have people that their first order led into their 29th order. Why? Because they tried my product and they fell in love with it. They fell in love with it because it might sound pompous, but they're really great products. And I know that they make a difference in people's lives. So for me, the biggest struggle is, how do I introduce my product to as many people as possible, because I know that they're going to stay loyal. And one of the best ways that I found doing that was running meta ads. Yeah, you spend money doing it, but you're also allowing customers or potential customers to learn about your brand in a world where they may have never been able to come across it organically.
All right. So when we talk about the loyal customers, how you are getting the testimonials and how you are spreading those testimonials in the world, like are you even taking those testimonials and case studies?
I mean, I get reviews. I actually have a reward system on my website. So for people that
Okay.
sign up, they are encouraged, if you leave a review, you get rewards, and those rewards can be put towards dollars off of your next purchase. So there's that. And then also I get a ton of reviews just in the DMs, whether it's on my personal or whether it's on Born Natural's Instagram page. I do need to do a better job in actually capturing those testimonials and kind of showcasing them to the world. So probably doing a little bit more integration when it comes to making posts about the testimonials, or having an area on the website that's a little bit more predominant to grab attention about the testimonials. That being said, I just recently am starting to be sold on Amazon. So I know that with Amazon, you're able to get a lot of great reviews there. And it is an area that I think I do need to focus a little bit more on, because I want my customers to be informed customers. And by reading reviews, I know people have a lot more confidence buying when they read reviews.
All right. So now let's talk about the challenges. Challenges are the part of your entrepreneurship journey. So please share some of your challenges you are facing, maybe right now or recently.
There's a lot of challenges. So again, I've been service-based business for more or less our career. So jumping into product-based was a little bit frightening, to be honest with you. I really didn't know anything. I didn't really have many friends or people that I knew that had already done it that could help me along the way. Mind you, like there was one or two, and I'm very grateful that they were able to help me. One of the biggest obstacles, and it wasn't even an obstacle, it was just a silly error. I was doing approvals for my labels, and I had 20,000 of my units, 20,000 going to be running through and going to be filling my warehouse. And I had my labels that were created. And here in Canada, we need English and we need French. And I clicked approve on the English only. And I sent 20,000 labels into production that got put on my bottles only in English. Now, selling online, you can sell in only English. That's completely fine. When I send stuff to the States to be sold, it's completely fine. But getting into like Whole Foods or Healthy Planet, these big stores in Canada, the number one thing is X, you don't have French. So I had to go back on production, and I had to run all of those labels again in English and French. And guess who's hand applying them when they're going into the stores? It was very, very costly, and it's also very time consuming, but it's also a lesson that I now, whenever I'm proofing anything, I make sure I give myself an entire day, if not more. I proof it, I put it away, I come back to it, I proof it again. It's just one of those things where you get so excited in the moment that they slip by you. So it was more of a slow down, do it the proper way. And that is something I will never forget. But right now, currently, to be more practical with the answer, the biggest challenges that I have right now probably still lie in just grabbing the attention of new customers. I find that when you look at other product-based businesses, food, for example, is one of the best ones that I can give. If you go to a trade show, or if you go to a pop-up shop or anything, and they have little tiny cups or little tiny pieces that you can try on the spot, you buy. It's an impulse buy. You try the liquid, whether it's a greens powder or a protein powder. You try it and you're like, oh, that was good. And you buy one. I can't wash people's hair on the spot. So I don't have the opportunity to say, hey, try this, and then have them impulse buy it. It's more of an emotional purchase. And that's something that took a while for me to understand, because I really wanted to just see these sale after sale after sale. But then I realized that your personal care is a very intimate and emotional purchase. So that's when I started being okay with saying, listen, I'm going to talk to them on the spot. I'm going to give them all the information, and then they're going to go away and they're going to think about it. And when they make that connection, they will become a consumer and a customer. But yeah, not having the opportunity to kind of like grab people on the spot and show them just how amazing your product is, it is an obstacle when you see other people, they try a bite and they're like, oh, that was good. And they immediately buy one, because it's no longer an emotional purchase. It was an impulse purchase. So that was something that I really had to come to terms with, that I need to be okay with knowing that it's going to be emotional.
All right. So keeping all these challenges in front of you, what are your short-term goals from 3 to 6 months?
So short-term goals, I would say, number one, I really want to see how Amazon does perform for me. I only started working with a company to help me with Amazon about a week or two ago. So within the next 2 months, I should start to see how that is all coming together. They have to make the brand page. They have to optimize everything. So that will be interesting. I really hope that that's a great avenue for Born. I also just hired a great gentleman from the UK, and he's now going to be taking care of my meta ads. I had another lady doing it before. I've switched on over to this other individual, and honestly, I've never been so impressed with someone. We started working together maybe a week and a half ago, and he said, "Okay, your ads are live." And I went on Instagram and I saw 4 ads within an hour, and I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" I was with another lady for a year, and I like never saw any of my ads. So I'm really hoping that again the exposure of people getting introduced to Born will be much higher now. So I'm hoping to see sales increase. I'm hoping to see more brand awareness, not just in sales, but in Born Naturals really becoming more of like a home known name. And then I'm hoping that that will eventually lead to bigger doors being opened when it comes to retail and other opportunities when it comes to that.
Awesome. So, what are you most proud of achieving with this product?
I think that the thing I'm most proud of is I'm not kidding when I say when reviews come in and people are raving about number one, like I said, the eczema or the psoriasis. For me, that's just like that's something that is so personal to them, and it's something that that maybe they don't have a lot of self-confidence in their skin because of the condition that they have. So I think I'm most proud that I was able to bring a product to the market that actually solved a problem. When it comes to using natural ingredients, again, the concentration is everything. The ingredients that you use and the concentration is what actually gives the hair that life and that shine and that thorough cleanse. And I told myself when I started, like, I want this to be something that I'm proud of, and it's something that people notice the difference. So I think that solving the problem of not just being another product on the shelf, but being a product that people are like, no, this product made a difference to my hair, to my skin, to all those things. It was actually accomplished. And when I get DMs or reviews that actually speak to that, it means the world to me. They might not know that they're actually talking to the owner and founder. They think that I'm just, one of the little minions that are work for the company, but it's me, and it means the world when I actually hear those reviews.
Awesome. So, what advice would you give to our audience who are viewing this podcast at this point?
I would say make sure that whatever business you are getting into, you're getting into it. I don't want to say for the right reason. That sounds like what everyone says. But something that was told to me that I'm going to share with everyone is I was told to never lose my magic. And what was meant by that is that we all have something unique about ourselves that we bring to everything that we do, everything we touch, and everyone that we meet. We might not acknowledge it in ourselves, but it's there. And for me, I've always been told that I'm a very service person and that I'm here to serve people. I help people, whether it's with the service-based business, but I need to make sure that what I go into with Born, the money will come, but my target is how am I helping people? So whatever product or service-based business you're going into, I would say first, really define not your target audience, define who you are and what magic you have to bring to anyone that you talk to. And that will actually carry through to your products. So if whatever you're making, make sure that there's a little part of you in it, the best part of you possible. And you will find that that will be what sets you apart from other competitors. It's how you present it. It's the aura that you bring to it. And that really means that you're doing it for the right reason. You're not doing it for a selfish reason of this might make me X more dollars. That will come. That will come if you do a great job in bringing yourself and the little bit of magic that you have to your product. That's why some brands, even though they might sell something that everyone else sells, there's a reason why you gravitate towards that. So I think that if you're just getting into starting up a business, really think, what am I bringing to it? And don't ever lose that. Just make sure that that's at the forefront, and you should do fantastic.
So true. Let us know where our viewers can reach you. You can share your Instagram handle and wherever you are easy, where you can handle queries. Also, please share both of the websites, the websites of both of your businesses.
So the service-based business, again, that's when it comes to health and fitness. That one is, you're going to have to write it down, but it's myhawks.com, and Hawks is spelled PHOCS. So it's www.myphocS.com. And then for Born Naturals, the hair care, skincare, that is www.bornnaturals.com. And then the Instagram handles, you can find Born Naturals on Instagram at Born Naturals, all one word. And then for the service-based business, you'd be going to my page, which is _natg__.
Awesome. So it was a good conversation. I believe I really enjoyed, especially your advice and the magic that you did with your own hairs. So that was an awesome part. So thank you, Natalie. Thanks for
You're
joining
more.
us today.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.